Being a victim of crime is a very unsettling time for people. They have many questions. How do I get my stolen property back? What are my constitutional rights as a victim? Where can I turn to help for an order of protection? The City of Surprise has two victim advocates, one in the police department and the other in the prosecutor's office, and they're here to help you. Let's meet them now. Linda Melendez has led the Surprise Police Department's Victims Assistance Unit for 8 years after retiring from a career as a parole officer. In her current role, she responds to police calls and is the first point of support for victims on the scene.
We try to be proactive, and what I mean by that is that instead of waiting for the victim to call for our services, we reach out to them. We tell them who we are and what type of services we can offer, and make sure that we let them know that all of the services we do provide are confidential and free of charge.
She provides a range of services.
We offer emotional support to the victim. We offer safety planning, depending on what the situation is. We can offer resource information referral and just an ear to listen to whatever is going on in their head, answer any questions that they have.
No day is ever the same for a victim advocate.
We can come in with intentions of doing paperwork or going to meetings or what have you, but if we do get a call, then we respond on scene to that. Something like that could take all day, or the detectives could say, I've got an issue going on, could you transport to an advocacy center?
Linda says making that first connection with the victim of crime is critical.
We'll initiate a call to a victim and we'll explain what we do and type of services we can offer. And there are a few that will say, I don't want any help, and we still provide them with our telephone numbers. But we find that within 1 or 2 days, they'll call or come into the office and say, can we just talk? So we're there to offer services, but just listen a lot.
Once a case goes before the court, Linda refers her clients to Rita Coronado, the city prosecutor's victim advocate, who carries an extensive background in helping families in crisis. Rita immediately sends a letter to the victim offering her services.
That letter will inform them of their rights as victims. They will also inform them about the upcoming proceedings in court. So they will call us typically if they don't understand what they have received.
Rita says it's important that victims know their constitutional rights.
They have a right to be heard. They have a right to be present in court at any hearing that the defendant is required to be at. They have a right to be there as well. And they have a right to be treated with dignity and respect.
She helps take the confusion out of the legal process, explaining how the court process works in simpler, non-legal terms.
Even sometimes for ourselves, it's difficult to understand what that process is and what's going on at the various hearings. They have different names to them that we have to learn, let alone information that they, as victims, the layperson, wouldn't understand. So what I do is that I translate for them what's going on and assist them and let them know that every step of the way that they can be involved in that process, which is very important as well.
And there are times when a simple misdemeanor case becomes about saving a life as victims start to confide in their advocate.
We take each case very seriously because while it could be a misdemeanor, it may be a very serious situation at home. It may be a domestic violence case where the victim may have not reported in the past. And this could be the time where she actually reaches out and seeks the help. If they do need to get an order of protection, they may need to find shelter or they may need other services, and so we provide that as well.
Rita can also help connect victims to other services they may need, from shelter to food.
Once a victim will reach out and talk about her circumstances, his or her circumstances, then we can plug that person to any service that may be appropriate.
Volunteers are key to both Linda and Rita's service support.
Someone that's patient, someone that is compassionate, of course, and someone that is willing to learn our process.
Volunteer duties include paperwork and data entry, but with additional training, volunteers can work with victims directly. Volunteers with the Police Victim Assistance Unit must pass a background check and the same polygraph test used by sworn police officers. Both women agree they love their jobs.
I enjoy what I do. I am very glad to help victims of crime because I know that many of them don't really talk about their circumstances, and so to be able to be there and provide a service for them is really very rewarding.
It's very emotional, but it's very rewarding.
For more information about the city's victim advocates or to volunteer your services, please call the Surprise Police Victims Assistance Unit at 623-222-4000 and the City Prosecutor's Victim Services at 623-222-1177.